Coach, firstly, how's the weather been here in Australia since your arrival?
It's been hot at times, and then I think for the majority of the time it's been cool by West Indian standards, somewhere around 85, 86 degrees.
Are you satisfied with the preparation going into tomorrow's warm-up match?
I am. It was important for us, to have arrived early and given us an opportunity to get a feel for the conditions, get over the distance that we would have travelled to get here. And I'm happy with the progress that we have made and how we transition in towards the test match.
And how have the players adjusted playing on obviously bouncier wickets down here in Australia?
It's been a gradual adjustment. It's quite evident. It's at the end of the day, regardless of how the pitch plays and what response you get off the pitch when bowling, each player has to really adapt to what is bowled at him and every single ball. So sometimes the pitch has nothing to do with it, as opposed to pretty much just being locked in to what is being bowled at you. And I think we have done that pretty well. We have been playing on merit. Similarly, from a bowling standpoint, just adjusting to the lengths here in terms of what we want to achieve. Our ability to hit specific groupings whenever we want to. I mean, that's been good. And then just getting a feel for how the ball moves around in the atmosphere from a fielding standpoint. We've been able to spend some time on that as well.
Quite a few young players in this setup, but a few veterans as well. How has the mix been, and how has the team been gelling together?
Well, they're not strangers. I mean, they would have played against each other, in regional cricket. Recently, we toured South Africa. Some of the players are here, and the camaraderie has been very good. I'm actually been very impressed in terms of the feedback and some of the nurturing from the senior players. Watching them take leadership. I think Alzari, Kimar has been very good, or have been very good in terms of how they engage younger players and giving insights around their experiences. So that's been good to watch as well, outside of the obvious leadership of myself and Craig.
Joshua De Silva, he would have led that team that went to South Africa, and it's not his first Australian tour either. Has he been added kind of to that leadership group, and is he expected to help put along some of the youngsters?
Yeah, most definitely. Most of the senior players, if not all, form part of that leadership group, and we have discussions around how we want to play, and everybody is keen on giving an input and giving some guidance. And everybody wants to do well here, whether it is that you have had some experience here in the past or not. If this is your first trip, so it's been a good experience watching the players just get over the jet lag for one, and then also just get into the work, whatever the work has been on a particular day. Just the focus has been good.
As mentioned, 3-day warm-up match against Cricket Australia 11 beginning tomorrow. Ideally, what would you like to get out of that game?
Well, when you think about Test cricket, it's really important that you're able to bat a day, to be able to set up the game from a batting standpoint. And then on the flip side of that it's pretty simple for me, really, if you can get the opposition out before the end of the day's play, for instance, and then those are easy markers to meet. How we go about it as a batting and bowling group is where it becomes more specific as it relates to the role and the different skill sets that each person brings to the team. But we're looking to keep it really, really simple, and those are some of the markers we're looking to get out of the game.
And you're comfortable that the team has adapted to the atmosphere, adapted to the weather here in Australia and everything else that comes along with being in this part of the world?
By all indications, they seem to have adapted quite well. And for some, it might have been easier than others. But based on what we're seeing guys really committed and really, not comfortable is the word, but really adapting to the conditions on a daily basis. So there have been times when it's been very cool, and then other times when it's been really hot. Each person has to be able to work that out, how they're going to approach that. Preparing the night before, a couple of days out from a test match or this game is going to be important in terms of self-management. So that's been pretty good, and the medical team here led by Denis have really been doing a good job.
Thanks, Coach.